Aliyah Abrams set to head to the SEC championships this Friday and Saturday in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And of course, you enter with the conference's #1 time in the 400 meters. And you're one of three Gamecocks, along with Waddle and Stephanie, that have 400-meter times in the top 8 in the conference. I think it's the first time in your collegiate career that you've gone into one of these postseason events as the favorite, or at least with the top seed time. How does that change your mindset, and what sort of strategy do you have, knowing that you're coming in with the top time in the conference so far?
Um, it just gives me motivation. I know I have to go out to SECs, and I know I have to give my best efforts. I'm gonna make sure I listen to my coaches and make sure I follow our plan that we have set to a T, so I can get the results that I want.
And of course, being one of three in the conference that has a top 8 time in the 400, that means that the mile relay is also outstanding for you guys, with you, Waddle and Stephanie, and Tatiana as well. I think you guys entered #2 in the conference, #3 in the nation, and had a really good battle with Texas A&M and Clemson a couple weeks ago. As a group, what are you guys focusing on to make sure that you're knocking that time down even a little bit further, and that you might be there with Texas A&M and several other clubs right at the end of that 4x4 relay?
We're just working on the technical stuff, like the handoffs and the exchanges, making sure they're sound so we don't lose any time during that. And we're just also working on everybody doing their part on the relay, everybody on their leg going and giving their best, being competitive, and just bringing the stick in as hard as they can.
You enter in pretty good shape to make the NCAA championships in a couple weeks. I think you got the #3 time in the 400 nationally, so you're pretty safe for nationals. Waddle and Stephanie in the top 16 at the moment, but certainly conference championships is when everybody runs their best time, and so they might need to lower their times if they're going to make it to Birmingham. What do you share with those two ladies to make sure that, or to help them lower their time in Fayetteville to make sure that they qualify for their first NCAAs?
I think they understand that this is the last chance, and so it's just to give them that push to, go hard, give your best effort, because this is most likely going to be your last chance. I don't think they do last chance meets anymore.
They do not.
Okay, so yeah, they have to give it everything they have this meet coming up to be able to make it and be safe.
And of course, as a captain, there's plenty of Gamecocks that'll be making their first postseason appearance that have not run it in NCAAs or at SECs, be they freshmen or transfers or just athletes that have made that postseason roster for the first time. As a captain, what sort of wisdom do you share with that group, that they're not overwhelmed by the moment and the different times and the different marks, but that they're just focused on what they can do?
I know the first timers are going to be nervous. It just naturally happens at this time of the season. But I want them to understand that this is where it's fun, You're competing for your team. You're running for the name on your chest, You have to go out there and give it everything you got and just really push your limits and push your boundaries.
Should be an awesome experience. Aliyah Abrams, #1 in the conference in the 400 and part of the #2 4x4 team entering SEC championships. Best of luck this weekend in Fayetteville.
Thank you.